Hi.
Hi.
Today we're here with Seafood Scotland. And Nicki, would you please introduce yourself?
I'm Nicki Holmyard, and I undertake all the communications for Seafood Scotland.
And tell me a little bit about Seafood Scotland and why it's so unique.
We're an industry organisation, and we work with everybody from the fishermen through the markets and the processors right through to the retailers to try and improve the quality of Scottish seafood, to make sure that the supply chain works right the way through, and to make sure that the fishermen get the best price for their seafood.
And it's not farm, it's natural,
all
wild
seafood,
seal, all wild seafood.
Yep.
And you have some pretty tight regulations on how you judge who's involved.
Yes, to have the product for the Bocuse d'Or, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, to be chosen for the Bocuse d'Or, we had to send off samples and write a large document about the sustainability aspects of the seafood, how it's caught, what happens to it, how we know it's sustainable, and then the judges tasted the product and they felt that the quality of the product spoke for itself. They were impressed also that a lot of our stocks are Marine Stewardship Council certified, and we're thrilled to bits that they've chosen it. It's the first time in the history of the competition that Scotland has supplied the fish, so it's wonderful.
And for those of you that don't know, Bocuse d'Or is considered the most prestigious competition worldwide.
It is.
And to make it to the finals is interesting, but all the chefs use the same main ingredients. They just prepare it in different styles. So that means the 24 chefs participating will all be using, you've got several seafood products here.
Yes, we're supplying monkfish and langoustine and crab. The judges chose or decided that they would each have whole crab, live crab, whole langoustine and whole monkfish. The chefs have to do can make things that they want with those, but we had to supply everything exactly the same size, so that's been quite a challenge, finding monkfish all the same size, but we've managed it.
That is a huge challenge.
It is.
Because with farm it's easy, but when it's wild, it's wild.
So we're really looking forward to seeing what the chefs are going to do with the product.
And it's really quite an honor because they've been up against other countries. Norway has been supplied wonderful fish for several years. So to break a habit and allow someone new to get in, it shows how seriously they take the seafood and anything that's chosen to be included in the Bocuse d'Or.
Yes, because it's a very strict judging process.
Yes.
And
so a writer.
Yes, I am, yes.
And what type of writing do you do?
I write about seafood.
You write about seafood?
Seafood is my life, so I write about seafood. I write for trade magazines and for consumer magazines. But it's all about seafood, but it's wonderful because it's an international product. It's taking me around the world, and I just love the seafood world.
And it's wonderful, isn't it, to see how different people prepare things in different countries?
It is to see how it's fished, farmed, and how it's eaten, and you can get right to the heart of things and have some wonderful meals with people just on shore, bringing in their catch or their mussels, just cooking it right there and then, and you get to meet some wonderful people, and also some of the bigger players are such characters in the industry. It is an exciting industry, and it's one that everybody wants to make sure continues for their children, for their grandchildren, and so more and more attention is now being paid to sustainability aspects. There are still some problems, some challenges, but I think in general the world has sat up and taken notice.
Yes.
Certainly in Scotland we are making a difference.
Well, and could you give me the website for Seafood Scotland?
Yes, it's www.seafoodscotland.org, and we have a lot of information on there about about the species, about sustainability, about responsible fishing. We have recipes, and there's facts and figures. You'll find all sorts on there.
All right. And is there a website that you have of your own?
I don't.
You
No, I
don't?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Well, I guess I won't get your web address then, but I appreciate the time you've given us, Nicki, and thank you very much. And I delighted in the taste that I had of Seafood Scotland. I tried all 3 dishes, and they are exceptional. So thank you very much.
Thank you.